the Tuscaloosa Track Club President, Ed Freeman. Ed, how important is stretching?
Well, that's one of the most controversial aspects there is about running. Some people really believe in stretching, some people don't stretch at all. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I believe in a little bit of stretching, but not overdoing it. You can actually do more harm than good. Like anything with running, runners believe that if a little bit's good, more is better. Not necessarily so, especially with stretching.
So you can overdo it, and so it's important before a run and afterwards, both sides?
Absolutely. Now it's very misunderstood. You never ever stretch cold muscles. You warm up first, and the muscles are more pliable. They're a lot less likely to get pulled, but you never ever stretch cold muscles.
And what kind of stretches would you say are most important or most effective to prevent injuries and prepare for a race?
Well, it varies. Before you run, there's a couple of stretches that I recommend. This is what's called an active stretching routine. Very, very simple. And the first thing you do is flex your ankle like this and go back and forth, side to side. That gets your hips, your quads, your hamstrings. Do it with both legs, just like 10 times on each side. And then turn around. You need something to brace on, and then just kick forwards and backwards. And that stretches all of your muscles, and you're not actually pulling the muscles or anything. You're stretching them very, very gently, preparing them to run, and then do the other leg, and then you're ready to go. Basically, what you're doing before you run is just limbering up.
And you see one of the most common stretches when you bend over and touch your toes and then bounce a little bit to really stretch out the muscles, or is that's bad, isn't it?
Okay, a lot of team sports that we played when we were growing up, the coaches would teach you to bounce. And this stretch right here where you bounce, 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 that's one of the worst things you can do because there's an actual reflex built into your muscles to resist the bouncing. Your legs will actually tighten up, and the stretching is doing you no good. Actually, it's doing you harm if you do that. If you're going to stretch that way, stretch very gradually, hold it, and then you can go a little bit deeper, but never ever bounce.
Mm-hmm. And I see another one that does the technique. You see people pulling their leg up behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you would say
That's good.
is a good stretch
Those
too?
are for afterwards.
Okay.
After you've run, before you cool down, before you allow those muscles to cool down. This one that you're talking about is very, very good for your quads. You can also, I'm gonna get down. You can also do the hurdler stretch. Don't ever put your leg back here though, because that strains your knee. Okay? Just bend your leg this way, and then you can stretch your hamstrings this way. This stretches the hamstrings, stretches the butt muscles. Also, just a big issue with runners is what they call the IT band. It goes from right here to your knee, and it causes knee pain, causes hip pain. The best way to stretch the IT band is to grip your foot like this, put your knee in the crook of your elbow, and pull. And it stretches all through here, okay? Again, don't overstretch, but do that for about 30 seconds and do it on both legs, and then you're good to go.
What do you say? Just finished up either a workout or a race, and I'm feeling pain. I mean, is there something? Should you try to stretch that?
Never, ever stretch something that's hurting. If a muscle is sore, if you're injured, never ever stretch that body part. The best thing to do is just let it rest, but never stretch.
Ice, maybe something like
Ice
that?
is great, and the best way to ice is what they call ice massage. Get Dixie cups, put water in them, freeze those Dixie cups, tear a ribbon of paper off where you've got a little bit of ice standing up, creates a little handle, and then massage the area. It actually gets colder than if you just stuck your foot in an ice bucket. Also, the massaging action increases the blood flow.
Stretching, the importance of it before and after your runs. Thanks.
No problem.